All right, welcome back to this is I think number 3 in this video segment. We just left Ellijay, downtown Ellijay, and we're heading to a special place in the mountains where I'm going to do some research. Found a business model that I'm interested in, and that was one of the reasons why we came up here. I'm going to take a tour of a business and try to learn more about it. I've been doing my research for about 4 days or so, and let's see how viable it is, see if it's something I'm interested in doing. It is a business that I can do from wherever I move to. Up here is the best place, or one of the best places to do something like this. So I'm going to turn the camera around. We're about maybe 5-6 minutes out of earshot from the place. Now I'm going to video a little bit of the roads and stuff as I'm driving here. This is my turn. Make sure I get my blinker on. Up here is a really neat house that is on a creek. It looks like something my buddy Greg would be living in. I mean, walk out your front door and get you a cold drink of creek water. I love history and I like to learn new things. Life's a garden, you got to dig it. So we left downtown Ellijay, and I talked to the person who I mentioned in the previous video, and my suspicions were right. Probably the third word out of his mouth was, "Do you want to buy my business?" And I said, quick thinking on my feet like I am, I said, "Well, I'm not going to give you what you have into it." And he goes, "I understand, and that's all right." So the process begins. Is it something that I'd be interested in buying or not? So I had to do some listening. Since he's not real talkative, there was really not much to listen to. So I have to do my own research. So I went to a couple other businesses, and after the meet and greet, I said, "Hey, how's the town doing? How's the furniture shop doing?" And shut up and listen. I like this house right here. It has a really good view. It looks like an old home that's been remodeled. Shut up and listen. And the guy says, "No, I haven't heard anything. Sales slow, or sales overwhelming, and maybe he doesn't feel good. Maybe his foot hurts. I don't know. But it's the information gathering time. I've got to be a good cop, and Mama Bear's got to be bad cop." So we walked around the store, assessing the inventory and stuff, and I'm trying to add, subtract in my head, and I had her go get his information for me. And nice shop. Love the concept. The furniture is high quality and amazing. Could I see myself owning something like that? Yeah, I would want to be an off-site type owner. I don't want to sit in a retail establishment all day long, all week long, all day long, all year long. I need to be outside doing things. So that's what I'm looking to do. Up here on the left is a winery. I don't drink wine. I like to look at it, but I don't like it. I think it's neat, and the bottles and all that stuff. This is the Rue Mountain Vineyards, and he's got a nice place. We drove by here earlier this morning when we were out looking at houses, and he was out cutting the grass. It's fun cutting the grass when it's not 120 degrees outside. I like this kind of stuff. My main question is, will I get depressed by the lack of sunshine? Because I've been in the sunshine my whole life. Will this affect my mood? Will this affect my emotions? Will I find myself sleeping in? So where we're headed is just up the corner here. And we've driven by once this morning. Their hours of operations are from 11 until 4 o'clock, I think, but don't quote me. Math is all over this planet and this world, and I'm not very good at it. So one thing I noticed here at this business I'm going to come check out is they have 2 entrances. They have shipping and receiving, deliveries only, and etc. And I took a look at the road to see how wore out it is, and it's got a lot of traffic. So there's stuff going on here. So this place is right around the corner here. It's called the Mushroom House. They grow mushrooms here, edible mushrooms. And they have tours and stuff like that. They have a gift shop. They have a farm store, and they sell firewood for $7 a bundle. So we were here earlier this morning just to check it out. I don't know if I'm going to film any of the business. I don't know if you need permission or not. I'm not going to ask. But technically, this is like a nursery. Instead of landscaping the yard, you landscape people's plates at dinner time. Interested in this because the overhead's good. There's a demand for it. The medicinal purposes. Chefs need this in their restaurants. You can dehydrate mushrooms and you can ship them all over the world. I like shipping and receiving. I like to stick things in boxes and put tape on them and label them and slide them across the floor towards the back door. And I like it when the UPS driver shows up and you have your little chit chat and you tell him you have 100 boxes that need to go out. And then you turn around, you walk off and go, I'm just kidding, and turn around and then help him load the boxes into his truck. I'm interested in this for those reasons. Growing mushrooms isn't easy. There's some science, there's sanitation, there's, it's fungi, it's contamination, it's, nothing's promised. You could spend a whole month on growing the product and lose it all. Humidity, temperature, all that stuff's important when you're growing mushrooms. So this video is about 9 minutes. I'm going to get out and video the sign in the front real quick. And we'll end it at that. I think this will be the 3rd video on this trip. And then I plan on doing a few more. Who would have thought? Mushroom store out in the middle of nowhere. Greenhouse tours. I wonder how much that generates. I don't know what type of mushrooms that they grow, but I'm fixing to find out. So this is the front of the business, which I think is pretty neat. And They have firewood for sale. I wasn't kidding. $7 a bundle, that's pretty cheap. You can stack the wood pretty deep. I think there's a sheep business further down the road, and I think they're advertising. It was like a farm type ranch, small ranch, beautiful, and they sell, I think, lamb chops and stuff. And the lamb chops aren't my thing, but here's the business. That's nice they let them advertise here. Make your stop. I'm dyslexic too. I have all sorts of problems. Make your next stop Crest Creek Sheep Farm, Corn Maze, and Farm Store. Meet the sheep. Well, the poor fellas, are going to jump onto your dinner plate because all the signs out front were fresh pork chops and all that stuff. If I stand corrected, I was driving by the place doing about 20 miles per hour, and the signs were a little blurry. But I think they have fresh lamb meat there. So the mushroom farm, I don't know if you can see it. They're massive. I can't call them greenhouses, I guess. Greenhouses, maybe. I don't know. Full of mushrooms and stuff, and we're going to go check it out. This is probably 10 acres, I would think. So I'm gonna investigate a possible business opportunity. So this is Russell with Russell Does Stuff. If you like this kind of stuff, following around an entrepreneur who's retired to 12 hours a week, and you want to go on this journey with me, hit the like and subscribe button, and we'll catch you on the next one.